Sam and Kim, and welcome to Ask Moms Podcast. Yay!
So, welcome back to Ask Moms, the place where we share real stories, real laughs, real solutions for everyday family life. If you feel you need professional support, please reach out to a qualified medical expert. We talk all things motherhood, the good, the tough, and everything in between. And today we're excited to welcome a very special guest, Simon Sutherland from the Lions Club. It's an international service organization known for its big heart, community spirit, and ability to make a difference right where it matters most.
And to remind you that
You're
awesome.
Well, I think we're all awesome that are in this room.
There
And
you
I
That's
think
go.
right.
Thank
It's
you.
a great segue, and I really appreciate the invitation to join you.
Yes, welcome.
Today, Kim, it's a real pleasure. I have the very good fortune of being the president of the Bracebridge Lions Club. I'm now in my second year of the presidency
Right.
here, which is just it's an awesome honor and privilege, and it's just so wonderful to be here to tell you about all the good things that our club does in our community and internationally.
Yeah.
There are over 50,000 Lions clubs internationally, 4 million
I
lions.
had no idea.
This is the one that is actually the largest. We are in over 200 countries, and last year, Lions across the world granted over $1.4 billion out into various communities around the world.
Amazing.
There's lots of good service clubs out there. We're all aligned in our care and our compassion for our community. And that's why I joined the Lions, and because I really liked the way the Lions were right out in front at community events. And I've got a young child. We live in Bracebridge. I really wanted to model that, there's so many community-minded events, so many great volunteer events, and you
Yeah.
want to be involved. You
What
want
a
to showcase
great
that.
lesson for the
Yeah.
kids, too, to
Yeah.
teach them about empathy and
That's right.
community giving and
And
support.
That's right. And that
Yeah.
if we want things to be great in our community, it takes every single one of us to step in and do whatever we can.
It takes a village.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So I'm thinking, if I'm not at one of these events, what is your message? Like when you're standing and barbecuing and chatting, words of support to people? Is it come and join? Like what would be?
I think it's a great question, Kim. I look at it as kind of two streams.
Okay.
One, it's the fact that we're even there. The medium is the message. We're out there. We're giving of our time. We really just want to have positive interactions with our neighbors, our friends, people who are visiting our wonderful town and our wonderful region for these events. We feel that it adds Lions when they're out there barbecuing. It really is, hey, we're part of our community. We want you to be part of our community. We want to have a few words with you at the till. We want you to enjoy some food. We want you to have that real sort of neighborhood picnic feel.
Yeah.
When you're there. So that's a big part of it. What people really have told us is that we're part of the fabric of these events now. They look forward to seeing us. It's part of we always get a burger when we come to Fire and Ice because that's part of our tradition. And so that's how we see it. It's one, we're there, we bring the whole community together, and then we have these little individual vignettes, these little relationship pieces where we get to have year over year relationships with people who come back.
So a good, friendly community face,
That's
somebody
right.
we know we can always kind of count on, and we know you're going to support us.
That's right. We're wearing the purple shirts. You know where we
Yes.
are. You
Yeah.
can
It's a
see us a
comfort
mile
thing.
away.
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons I joined, right? Is because you always saw them at places. You
Yeah.
always saw them when they're shivering cold
Yeah.
over a barbecue.
Yes.
They're still smiling. We have a lot of fun with each other.
Yeah.
We really enjoy each other's company.
Yeah.
And we do it and we get to give back while we're doing it. So
A
it's
good,
just
positive,
yeah.
fun group. What needs in the community does the Lions Club see most often, and how do you guys help meet them?
It's in our district.
Yeah.
Our governor's project is to support Campfire Circle, which you may know is a camp in this area that takes terminally ill children
Yes.
or children with really severe medical issues and gives them that camp experience. So we contribute to that. So and
That's lovely.
That's a district initiative. So childhood cancer and diabetes. We know that those are big impacts on individuals across the planet. But here, that means to us how we do that. We do donations to Andy's House. We have a multi-year commitment there. We understand that. And the South Muskoka Hospital Foundation. We also have a really good relationship with the Lions Guide Dogs. They provide and train support animals for
See,
a
like,
wide
who
range
knew?
of individuals across the province. During the flood, we were there for disaster relief. That's
Right,
another
yeah.
key pillar. We are there to help individuals as well. So, of course, we're in the Santa Claus Parade here in town. We rent our hall to provide a community space for people to have their events. We really do focus on humanitarian efforts, not only internationally, big things, hospitals, Andy's House, but we also work with other service clubs to deal with and to support individual needs. We see a lot of struggle in our community. We have a lot of elderly folks in our community that are struggling with increased cost of living,
Yes.
with high medical bills for things that are not covered.
And you're helping with that
Yeah,
too.
so we will do things, contribute towards wheelchairs or hospital beds for people's homes,
Oh my
or all
goodness.
these sort of individual.
Yes.
So we look at a big kind of, we kind of, it's strated, right? It's tiered. International. How can we help our international campaigns? Nationally and district. What can we do for our institutions and things like that in our catchment area that we have service? And then individuals. And that's really where the difference is made. Not that the checks to Andy's house don't matter and things like that.
sure.
But when we can help, I have an example. There was a person in our community who needed to go down to Barrie for some kidney treatment. The medical transport was going to be prohibitive, the costs related to that. So we supplied the costs of the medical transport for 2 months,
Excellent.
right? Just as hey, we can help get you down to
Yes.
where you need to go. The demonstration that there are people in
But
your
it's
community
huge
who
to
care.
them. It's huge to them.
And we want to make that meaningful difference on a number of different levels. And we take that, we own it, we love doing that. We feel really good about when we're doing these sort of fundraising events. That's fun. We enjoy that. But then to see it on the other side,
Oh my gosh.
that
It's-
effort
see it
actually
actually
translates
helping.
into real direct care for our neighbor.
For
These
sure,
are our
you're taking
neighbors.
all the stress away
right.
from these people who
Yeah.
really
That's right.
need some support.
That's right.
So while we're talking about that, so you're talking about seniors, and there's still seniors out there that do not really have access to a computer. So how would these people reach out to you?
So we have a Facebook page where you can contact us through that, or you can call us. And one of our members is manning that phone at all times and returns messages. We're happy to take inquiries. We're happy just to share information about what we do. We're open to all comers. We'd really love to encourage more people to contribute what they can, where they can, as a Lion.
And what I like about that too is when you were talking about cross-pollination. So if there's a comfort to contact you, they might have a question that's not related to the Lions, but you're offering them, you're guiding them in the right direction.
We do
So
the
I
best we
think
can.
that's hats off for that.
It's not always easy. I mean, we don't have all the answers either, but we are always an open ear, and we'll offer support to one another and where we can, and anybody else that calls us, because again, we lead with kindness and compassion, and that's really our motto.
So, how can your community help? How can we get involved and work with you guys?
One, you can buy a burger. We have a lot of fundraising events that are really user-driven. For one, we collect returnable empty bottles at the dump. We've got at the
Excellent.
Bracebridge dump.
Yes,
We've got a shed
I see
there.
that.
I didn't
So-
know that.
Yeah, so it's a really easy way. Instead of taking them to the beer store, run them
Yeah.
over to the dump, leave them in our shed. That's a really easy way for you to make a meaningful difference in your community
Yes.
without a whole lot of input.
Exactly.
You're returning the bottles anyway. You can share the word about what we do and where we contribute. You can rent our hall for your event. So these are things that are mutually beneficial, right? The other thing you can do is you can join. We don't have attendance requirements. We understand that they're busy. They've got a lot of things on the go. This doesn't need to be an all or nothing. We welcome people who can contribute as Lions in any way that they can. And many hands make light work. We'll take whatever you can give us. We want you to be part of our club. We want you to be part of our friend group, right, and our membership, because it really is that dual serving. We serve each other and our friends and our real tight community, but how we interact with each other is out in the community. So we go and instead of going and playing cards,
Yeah.
we go out and have a barbecue. We have a blast, but then we're serving the community.
Right.
So that's one of the things that we can really
Well
do. So,
said.
so
I can
join us.
I can see why they picked you as
I
president.
was
Yes.
thinking the same thing.
So, how often do you guys meet if we wanted to join the Lions?
Yeah, that's a great question. So we meet every second and fourth Thursday at 6:30 at our club. All are welcome. If you're just curious about what that is, come on and join us. Our first meeting of the month, it comes with dinner. We want to feed you. We want to have that fee. It's $10 cost recovery to come join us for dinner. But that's kind of, we want to break bread together and have a meeting around that. And then fourth Thursday is just a regular meeting, business meeting. So we have regular events. We have bingo. The second Tuesday of every month at the Rotary Center.
Yes, we are well
so
aware
that's
of that.
your bingo?
That's our bingo. It's
Yes.
the only in-person
Oh.
bingo here in town. We have a lot of fun, and we usually get about 100 folks come out from the community for that. It's a great example of the Lions' impact. Because
Yes.
one, we bring our membership together. We have fun doing it.
Yes.
We catch up, we chat, we learn more about each other. Then we watch 100 people who come into this room and know each other and have an event and a night together, and it adds to their social fabric, right?
Great community involvement.
right.
Love that.
And then the last impact is that we take money out of that event and reinvest it right back into our community.
The circle.
The circle is there. And so
Yeah.
it's really a wonderful thing to see.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Can you share a recent project or initiative that made a huge impact in our community?
Yeah, there's so many to talk about.
I'm sure.
And here we are. We're sitting in this wonderful new library and community center here. The Lions made a multi-year commitment to both projects. So
Really?
that's something that when the costs of construction were changing and there was a little bit of concern about we don't have tons of funds to allocate, but we recognized that this facility was really important to our community. So we made a multi-year commitment to it. We made a
Excellent.
multi-year commitment to Andy's House and to the South Muskoka Hospital Foundation. On a smaller note, we also make donations to Manna Food Bank because hunger and alleviating hunger and poverty is another one of our core pillar goals. Vision is one of the things because Helen Keller was a really important part of
Right.
Lion's development. I'm going to do a shout out here to Lion Bruce White. He goes around and he's collected over 2,000 pairs of eyeglasses in the last couple of months. Those eyeglasses go to a central facility out in Calgary, get refurbished, lenses and frames, and then distributed to communities in need across the world.
Oh, what an
Thank you,
we're-
Bruce.
Right?
Yes,
So,
thank you.
Thank you so much.
That is huge because if you wear glasses, you know how important that is and
Yeah.
how vulnerable you feel without glasses.
And how expensive and
Oh.
cost prohibitive.
The
So I can tell
glasses.
you that if you've got eyeglasses, you don't know what to do with them, you can call us. We do also do scrap metal. So if you do have metal objects that are no longer of value to you or you're thinking, what am I going to do with this? I don't want to take them to the dump. We collect scrap metal on our site and we turn that and that gets delivered in metal and we get scrap metal. So we fundraise that way by collecting scrap metal.
So have you got a bin there?
We've got a bin
and we
on
can
our
just,
site. Yeah,
okay,
and
that's
you can just
cool.
go
At the
to-
dump.
No, at our
At your
hall.
location.
Yeah, at our hall. We get old golf clubs. We get anything that's mattress springs. We get all kinds of different things. And our friends at the Beaver Creek Correctional Facility come out and help us load that bin.
As far as I'm concerned, Muskoka is one big family.
That's right.
So-
yeah.
So you've got great
Good on 'em.
partnerships going on.
Yeah, we do.
Any other partnerships or collaborations you can tell us about?
Well, I think one of the big things that the Lions does is I mentioned our partnerships with our guide dogs. And,
Yes.
and
That's so
that's something that's a Lions initiative. And so that's a big facility there. So that's a great partnership.
That is so valuable too.
There's a lot of educational opportunities for Lions. The Lions have really good educational modules and things like that, in person, online. They have learning days. So they really want us to be successful because of, we're doing good work in our communities.
Of course, good self-development.
That's right.
What a great way to learn and become a better person.
There's opportunities internationally. You're really part of something.
It's a great ripple effect.
Yeah, it
Yes,
really is.
and the whole social, what we're missing in our everyday lives now, the social aspect, right? This is a great way for people to get involved and do a positive thing and help themselves
And
That's
have
right.
fun.
and have fun.
And have fun. I found it just an excellent way to get connected, not only to a group of Lions, but also to have that encouragement to get out in the community. I'm here doing a podcast
Right.
with two lovely neighbors, like new friends,
Exactly, yeah.
and that's because of the Lions.
Right.
And we have a lot of social isolation with some, particularly in our senior cohort, right? And with some other younger people are also feeling isolated and everything else.
Definitely.
You can come to the Lions with whatever you can give, and we'll welcome you with open arms.
Yes.
And I've taken a lot out of it.
That's amazing.
That's wonderful. I was just going to say that so the younger people can be mentored
Yeah.
and look at all the wonderful, valuable, different characteristics and abilities and training that the other ones can bring and
That's
give
right.
to them. And what a stress-less way of volunteering.
That's right.
You don't have that. You have to be there every single week on this day at this time.
You show up where and when you can. It's your level of commitment that matters. It's that you're committed and you're going to give it what you can.
Yeah.
We come with different strengths and different abilities and different time commitments and priorities. But if you want to volunteer, this is a pretty easy way to do it. Yeah, absolutely.
So everybody's got something to give. Even if you don't think you do, you do.
You do,
That's right,
for
because
sure.
if I can steal your line, you're all awesome.
Yeah.
Come
So-
on down and join. We need to grow our membership, because the more members we have, the more impact we can have. Even if somebody's not, 100% into every Lion event, if they can come to one a month, that's a bonus. If they just want to do bingo, great. Come on out. Come see us 3 times. We'll induct you as a member. If you need a conversation around dues, we can have that conversation. We just really want to maintain. I think that's really the goal here, is to grow.
Yes.
And as we're kind of, we don't want to burn our lions out. This is fun. Is to grow and maintain in a reasonable way our impact that we already have, and then seize on opportunities when they arrive.
What a very positive atmosphere. I love it.
Yeah, so that's all we really want to do. We're in it for the right reasons,
Yes.
and you know what? Not everybody's going to be able to give the same amount, and not every club is going to be able to give the same.
And it's not always about money.
No, it's
time.
not. That's
time
That's
is
right.
critical. Like if you have time to, stand and flip a burger,
That's
or
right.
even, this kind of reminds me, Kim, of like the whole mentality behind this, like the care that you put into it. It's not stressful. It's not always about money. You do need donations because you're helping people.
That's right.
But if you don't have the money, you can donate your time.
Time is
And
really
it feels
important.
great. Like Kim and I have both volunteered on multiple things, and it feels so rewarding.
That's the thing they say is the biggest de-stressor. I was reading a study put out by some, legitimate outfit, and they said the biggest way to reduce workplace stress and life stress is to give back. And
I agree.
Together.
And I think what's really cool, too, is you're so diverse
Yep.
that you could hone in on something that you're really passionate about as well.
That's right. There's a
Right?
place for everybody. Always something you can do to benefit your community.
Exactly.
Youth is another big piece of we want to support youth. So we need judges for speaking contests. We run speaking contests locally here, the robotics club, and then we do annual bursaries at our high schools as well.
Well, I hope the listeners out there are getting as motivated as I am.
If you are ever in doubt about your ability to volunteer, but you really want to try, there's something you can do here with the Lions.
That's right.
100%.
And like I said, there's no obligation or commitment because all you have to do is show up. I mean, it'd be nice if you showed up on one of our meeting dates instead of just at a barbecue unannounced. But come try it out.
Yeah.
See how it fits. Hey, okay, you guys are doing an event. If it's not for you and there's another place that's going to be a better fit for you, go do that.
Right.
Because we need volunteers in so many different places.
And if you're on the fence and you're just thinking, hey, I'd really like to volunteer somewhere and do something, and you're not sure how to try, no stress.
Yeah, that's right. It's an open door.
Very welcoming.
Right, because
Oh,
we know that
Simon,
you're
that's
giving.
so great.
You're giving of your time, you're giving of your energy, and you're there for the right reasons. So we want you there. We want
You're
you to come and
valuable.
join
Everybody's
us.
valuable.
Absolutely, everybody's awesome.
Yes. Now, do you have any special moment that stands out in your mind?
So a real standout moment for me was when I got to preside over and be part of awarding a lifetime membership to Lion Ed Rudd, who has now been a Lion for 46 years. So that for me was just really telling.
I think I saw that on Facebook. Yeah.
And he was really touched by that. And it was just, that to me was like what an aspirational, inspirational moment is there's somebody who's given more than half their life to community giving. It stood out to me. I also love our bingos. I love just seeing that we create space for people to have a social event on their own right. And it's an important piece for them that they get a lot of value out of it. We have people from all walks of life and with mobility and all coming and joining us at bingo and seeing the laughter and seeing them talk with their friends in environments where they may not have otherwise had a venue
Right.
is really telling. And then when we get to do things like donate to our hospital, contribute to a building
Yes.
and a facility like this. So it really goes really wide. So, and it's the friendships. There's too many to tell you, Kim,
But you
of
know
these
what?
standout
That's the
moments.
beauty of it.
Yeah.
That's going back to if there's something you really love. You're involved in so many different areas. There's a fit for, I would think, anyone. So
And if there's
Wow,
not
well
a fit,
done.
if
Yeah.
there's not a fit from what
Yeah.
we're doing already, but you kind of like our vibe and who we are and this and
Yeah.
that, well then come up with something to do that does fit your
Oh my
vibe because
gosh.
we're open. We don't get these ideas there's not a manual with all the
Right.
things that we do for
Right.
our community. There's all kinds of different ways to give back and to do things like that. So we want your ideas because we don't have them all. We're busy doing our own things and we get caught up in that. So new people bring new ideas, bring new
Exactly.
opportunities. So we want to nurture those, encourage those, and bring them to the table.
I
Even-
bet you there's tons of ideas out there that you guys are going to love. So bring the ideas, people.
Yeah, really do.
Oh my God.
Yeah, have this discussion.
things are popping in my head already.
I have got nothing,
Well, that's okay.
but
That's okay.
Yes, you do. Oh, stop it. Even if there's something that you can't support and people call you, you direct them.
Always.
You can offer the opportunity to meet their requirement.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Similar to what you two are doing here, it's about sharing of information in a lot of ways, right? Put it out there.
Right.
Yeah.
So even a lot of people with skills such as like the media relations, say if you're, you can reach out on all the social medias and look after that.
Yeah.
That's a small thing to them, but probably huge impact.
Huge. Kindness. We lead with kindness. It's about being kind. Be kind.
That's the best motto ever.
Right? It's up there with be awesome or you're awesome, certainly, but
Or you're not alone.
Or you're not
You're
alone,
awesome.
right? People, when they write to us, they're expressing that they're sorry that they're even having to do it. And I just want to share that you don't need to be sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, these things are real. People
This is
go
life.
through
It
ups
could
and
be
downs.
any of us.
It could be, and we're here to help. We're here to be kind. We've got all kinds of different situations that we manage on an individual basis that are being led with kindness. So we can't always give you what you need. We can lend you an ear. We can give you some ideas about where you can go for
Some
support.
direction.
And we've got committed, compassionate people who are answering our phone, who are on the other side of our email address.
And if you're not sure if the Lions Club can help you, it doesn't hurt to call. Because what I'm hearing today is even if they can't support you, they could probably point you in the right direction.
That's right. We'll try to help get you there. And sometimes I think what's important and what I like to think of is that it's that demonstration that somebody cares and that somebody's listening and yet that somebody's going to do what they can to help you. We've got folks who've been Lions for a long time are now experiencing more significant medical concerns that prohibits their attendance regularly. They're still Lions.
Yeah.
We still include them. We still want them out at our events.
Oh
we still
my
want them
God,
to
you're
come.
ripping my heart out.
We want them at dinner when they can't contribute to events. We want them at our dinner so that we can catch up with them. We can see how they're doing. We can have those relationships because that's really what's
So
important.
in a sense, you're also taking care of your volunteers.
That's right, in the sense that we are a social, and that that's a big part of what we do is that we can be successful out in our community because we take care of each other. You to be part of our family.
Well done.
So like a pride of lions.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's
You're
right.
looking after each other, and
That's right.
even though you're an older lion, you're still wise, and you've still got the
Absolutely.
experience and
Something
something
to
to
contribute,
bring.
yeah.
They know people talk.
That's
You
right.
can
Yeah.
ask, and eventually some kind of solution could come
That's
to
right.
light.
You can't be a Lion for 45 years without having a pretty good Rolodex.
Well, Simon, thank you so much for joining us today and for everything you and the Lions Club do to support our community. So we truly appreciate your time, your heart, and the difference you make.
Absolutely.
Really appreciate the time today.
We certainly do. And again, please remember everyone listening to reach out if you could use a hand. Donate if you can. And if you have a few spare hours, this is a great organization to volunteer with. Also, a reminder that this is an international service organization, so please don't hesitate to locate and reach out to your local Lions Club.
And as always, thank you to our listeners for tuning in. We really appreciate it. Please
Yes, we do.
connect with us at askmomstoday@gmail.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can also find us on Hunters Bay Radio, 88.7 FM on the dial, or www.muskokaradio.com. Please do remember, we know you're doing your best, and you are not alone, as we've also just talked about today.
Talking,
You're
yes.
certainly not alone. There's a lot of
Never.
help.
Never.
So until next time, please take care of yourself and others when you can. You've got this.
this.